This afternoon, I am very proud to be the athletic director of the University of Arkansas as we officially introduce the 32nd head football coach of the University of Arkansas Razorbacks, Brett Bielema. Brett? We get to have you put on the hat, my friend. All right. There you go. All right. You can take it off.
2013 Razorbacks, but not just any opening day. It's time for the debut of a new head football coach. And it will be a touchback. A second carry for Williams. Allen, plenty of time in the pocket down to the 6-yard line and complete to Hunter Henry. As Allen rolls, throws wide open, touchdown, Arkansas. Now looking to score, and they get 6 from Alonzo Harris. Allen looks to go deep, home run ball down the middle, Devontae, touchdown. Zach Hawker with a 22-yard field goal attempt, perfect.
Exactly where the sticks are to get the first down.
Broadway throwing to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. Now the Razorbacks look to answer. Nice cutback by Jonathan Williams. Turns the corner. Down the sideline. Can they catch it? Coach, his goal each week is to go 1-0. Mission accomplished.
Can't say enough about not just what our guys did today, but I think their preparation. You know, when you got a new staff, so many new faces, the way they handled game week, the way they've handled themselves really didn't shock me, but I didn't know until the day got here. I thought there were so many positives, a fun day for everybody involved, and hopefully the beginning of many more.
It's a great feeling, you know, finally getting to play someone besides ourselves for sure. And to be able to get that first win under our belt, it's a great feeling.
You know, our motto is 1-0. You know, and now we're 1-0, and we're moving on to next week, and we're going to take that 1 week at a time, and you know, we're going to really focus on Sanford.
To turn the page, Sanford obviously won their opener. Did a very, very good job against Georgia State. I think when you see a team that plays as effectively as they did without penalties like us, they had 4 penalties. They had a kickoff return that went the distance. They had a nice big punt return. They blocked a punt. The efficiency that they operated offense, defense, we're excited. And also to go to Little Rock, obviously a long-standing tradition, to be a part of that and for a head coach to go in there, know all the coaches that have come before you as players as well, to get over there and that side of the state and be in War Memorial. I know our guys are excited. Now what I guarded them against is, you know, all of a sudden everybody thinks you're you know, not the bottom of the cellar anymore and all that jazz, but I think one of the things that we have to do as a coaches is constantly remind our guys that you're only as good as your last play. You know, I do think that was a good team we beat, but on the same account, you know, we got an SEC schedule waiting on us. Sanford, a team that just beat an FBS team that is going to come in with a lot of confidence in Little Rock.
Razorback football tonight. The Hogs at their home, away from home, face the Sanford Bulldogs out of the Southern Conference. Remember what happened with ULM in overtime, and of course a loss to Ole Miss as well. And the Hogs want to erase that quickly. The kickoff. 7 at the 28-yard line. Allen stumbles a bit coming out of the pocket, now unloads upfield, and the ball is caught at the 40-yard line. Hauled down by Javonte Herndon to the 24-yard line of Sanford on 1st and 10. On the play fake, rollout. Allen has a man. It's Laban, and Laban in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! This time, and Williams gets the call on the left edge, and nobody's home. Jonathan Williams. Will he get there? Brought down inside the 10. Play fake. Roll out. Allen looking back in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Javonte Herndon. Quick pitch. Pope. Touchdown. career long is 51. And it's got the distance, and it's good! And Herndon will take it at his own 15. Spins out of one tackle. Spins out of another, but loses the football. And Sanford's got it. And the clock continues to run. Summerlin, pocket collapsing. It's Thomas again. Along with Chris Smith. Right side, they're ahead of Williams. Blocking for Jay Williams. But it's a small game. The ball comes loose again. And it's the second turnover. Bulldogs out of the pistol again. Sumlin will throw wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Stronger. Sanford in the red zone. Truss, touchdown. He gets the give. Turns the corner. Collins in the red zone. Collins to the 5. It's Williams behind Small. Touchdown, Arkansas. Collins again. Collins hits the edge. Collins may go. Run down from behind at the 15-yard line. Goal from the 3. Alex scores. Touchdown, Arkansas. After a 31-21 victory over the Sanford Bulldogs, and Arkansas starting 2013 2-0. 2 100-yard rushers again tonight. An offense that
Obviously, they're frustrated. I think we defined several things to show them how you can lose a football game. There's a lot of teams that would have lost that game right there. To give them credit, they took over in the fourth quarter when it mattered. I think we rushed for over 150 to their 10. So it really speaks to both sides of the ball what they're able to do. There's so many negatives that we can turn to positives here in these next 7 days. You know, everybody in the world of college football gets 12 guaranteed games. We took 2 steps forward. We took a step forward last week. We won a game, so we stepped forward. We just can't afford to go back anymore.
It felt great, you know, being able to score your first college touchdown, just looking up and hearing everybody cheering for you. You know, it felt really great. We just feel that we can't give up. You know, if we have the lead, we can't relax. We can't take our foot off the pedal. You know, when we're up, we need to finish the game instead of cruising and letting the team catch back up. So that's something we want to work on as a team, just putting the game away.
You couldn't ask for a better day for some football. It's Conference USA against Arkansas. Southern Miss against the Razorbacks, all coming your way from Fayetteville. Old pants for the Golden Eagles from Hattiesburg. This kick will settle down to Eric Hawkins. And Hawkins out to the 20 and is thrown down right on the 20. Tyree Bracken in the backfield alongside Alan Bridgeford. They will throw it on 3rd down, and that is picked off at the 40-yard line. Then that goes 265. Now let's see what Arkansas does with it. On the run, Allen throw. That's picked off at the 15. The freshman Kelsey Douglas still on the run to the 41-yard line. Williams in the backfield with Allen. Brandon's got some running room. He'll take it in and score from 5 yards out, and the Hogs are on the board. It's 4 and 5. You can make it 5 out of 6. Big 3rd down here. Pressure comes. Hurd makes some guys miss, and he'll be able to run for the 1st down to the 30-yard line. Jack Hocker hit a career-long 53-yarder last week. This one's on the way with plenty of juice behind it. And he will split the upright. So Zach Hocker. Bridgeford going up top, down the middle of the field. That ball is picked off. They will spot it at the 8-yard. Busy halftime for Care, trying to get all that. Here goes Jonathan Williams. Can he get it in? Yes, he does. Touchdown. 45 yards. Pressure comes. And down goes Bridgeford. Can't hold it. You cannot. Small, the fullback, driving his way out to the 35. That'll be a 1st down, 15-yard pickup. Alex cuts it back, dances around. Does he get in? Yes, he does. 7-yard run and the touchdown. for the true freshman out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Produced a couple of 100-yard rushers in Jonathan Williams and Alex Collins, who finished with 116 and 115 yards respectively. And Arkansas wins it 24-3.
Didn't ask for him to handle that second half any better. I thought our coach did a nice job at halftime getting some plays that they felt comfortable with him, and obviously executed at times. I know he was a little bit rattled coming in there, but to get out of there with a W and to play the fourth quarter the way we did, to have Alex and Jay Will go over 100 again, for Alex to be the first freshman running back in SEC history to go for 300 yards out of the gate. There's a lot of great players that come through this league, obviously, so that's a nice feather in his cap, and excited about that. As far as Brandon, I don't have any information other than it didn't appear to be anything more than an AC, like a bruise. Didn't want to put him back in there today. It's still a little bit tender, but he seems pretty convinced that he'll be back by the start of next week.
Came out, from an offensive standpoint, just kind of hit the lull. Things just weren't clicking, so we came in at halftime, made some adjustments, and finally had some moments where, we picked it back up to where we're the offense that we are.
If Pyros and Crips all got along, they probably gun me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear drop, 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 drop.
I thought, the main thing is going into that game with a backup quarterback and a team that we thought was a very good football team, won 9 games the year before, to be in the position we put ourselves in to play the way we did and get to a point where you can win the football game, and then the tide turns after the punt return and a couple breaks in the fourth quarter, probably about 5, 6, 7 plays that just one of them goes our way. You think you'd probably be able to swing the other way, and something that unfortunately we had to go through. I think that sometimes in my head coaching career, some of the biggest disappointing losses, heartaches propel you to something better in the future, and that's hopefully what we're going to be able to build upon. Talked about it with our kids on Sunday. Flip the page, turn the page into A&M. From our standpoint as coaches, we wanted to make it a big game. Obviously, A&M's got a loss. We got a loss. They're a top 10 team. They returned the Heisman Trophy candidate and all that. With a sold-out crowd, I've never seen Don Reynolds completely packed, so it's going to be exciting. Hopefully a very, very loud atmosphere, something that our kids are excited about and have been talking about for a long time. Because I know you guys are all going to ask about it. Brandon Allen did take some snaps today. He felt comfortable, a couple out of the under center as well as shotgun. Didn't let him throw the football, but he keeps making progress. We'll see where he's at on Saturday.
Football prime time tonight. It's number 10, Texas A&M, taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks, the Aggies' first trip to Razorback Stadium since 1990. And so with time, taking a shot up top. Evans complete at the 25-yard line. They strike early. Mansell scrambling can sometimes be lethal. Into the end zone, touchdown, Evans, and they strike early again. That style from Wisconsin in the Big Ten, his previous stop. Downfield, wide open, and complete at the 32-yard line to Javonte Herndon. Williams back in the game. The slant, touchdown! Wow, what a catch by Hatcher! To the 31 for the first down. No pressure, but no problem.
Mansell. Boy, he carries that football kind of loose, but his game is tight. Split backs and he hands it off to Trey Carson. Breaks a couple of tackles. Carson inside the 5. 6'5", working against a 6-foot corner. This is Molina. Nice spin move into the end zone. Touchdown. Mansell, magic complete to Walker. And a first down inside the 20. Allen with time. Has a man wide open. Caught. Henry. 5 of 5 this season. And close inside that left upright, but good enough. Mansell out of harm's way. And this is where he can do his own damage. Thought about sliding, then took a few extra yards. Blitz. Mansell. Evans. Caught. Touchdown. Houdini does it again. The toss. Marshall got to the edge. And a first down inside the 20-yard line. Razorbacks got him that time. Ball to a great cutback. What a move, Collins. First down into A&M territory. And he punches that through. And it's a pick 6. Room service for the Aggies. Everett, touchdown. The 35. There he is again, Hunter. Henry, first and goal. Toss to the wide side of the field. Collins in a foot race. Got there, touchdown. Carson again. Boy. Unrelenting and unremitted. Make it 9. Williams straight ahead. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Allen out of the backfield has his back wide open. Williams stays on his feet. And then some. First and 10, Mansell hands it off. Williams. Couple of sweet moves, gets to the edge. And Williams inside the 15-yard line for the Aggies. Molina and Williams. It's Molina's turn. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Curious. Down the middle, picked off. That might do it. There you go. Intercepted at the 40. Maroon Goons putting their imprint indelibly on the second half, and Kevin Sumlin's Texas A&M crew roll in here and win their 10th consecutive road game.
Obviously disappointed. Told our guys after the game that I can't take anybody. Nobody can say anything the way they prepared, the way they competed. We knew it was going to be a 4-quarter game. Knew it was going to be a offense, defense, special teams effort to win it. I thought they had a lot of good ideas in a game plan, offense, defense, special teams. They took some things away from us, made some adjustments. A critical point for us was to try and, we knew we had to basically score every time we had it and had to monopolize the football. I thought BA was outstanding, to come in the way he did and with a limited amount of practice and was impressive. I thought Alex provided a spark again. Jay Will did some good things defensively. We had a rush attack, kept rotating guys through. I thought we could take advantage of it in the third and fourth quarter, just obviously ran out of steam and tremendous. Give a lot of credit to A&M. And Johnny is a great player, a great competitor. Makes some things happen out of nothing. I'm excited about this group, though. If they continue to give me the effort they did this week during practice and the way that they played today on Saturday, we'll be able to win some games.
Yeah, I thought we did. You could tell on everyone's faces just, how much that just adds more to the disappointment, just because we thought that we gave it our all.
Oh yeah, it is heartbroken, but that's one thing about SEC. You just can't worry about that. You got to move on to next week. I mean, we got Florida, going into a hostile environment, so we just got to get ready for that one. Just put this behind us.
The big week this week, obviously, second game in the SEC to play Florida at their home turf, and obviously I've recruited a lot of state in Florida, so it's a big weekend for us in our recruiting wars and all that goes on there. And I think our kids are very, very excited to go to the Swamp, and obviously we haven't beat them in SEC play, so an opportunity to do something that's never been done here is exciting for our guys. And I think they got some mojo out of last week. Obviously we didn't get a win, but I think the guys felt they competed and played with a very, very good football team, so excited about that opportunity. A little bit of exposure. We're 3-2. It's not where I want to be. I've never been 3-2 in my entire coaching career. It's something that it's been an adjustment for me, and it's something that doesn't set well. I've been a very probably not the nicest person to be around all week, and we have to change. The only people that can change that are ourselves.
It's the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the number 18 Florida Gators. Williams reverses his field. Got a good block. It's not the way they drew it up. On 3rd and 6. Picked off, and this could go for 6. Purifoy. Gator bait. Murphy given time, fires a strike. And it's more than a strike. Patton on the move. He might go. Patton. Touchdown. Rarity today. Murphy finds his receiver. Patton again. On the move. Patton. Touchdown. 2nd and goal. Shuffle pass. Touchdown. I apologize for the technical difficulties. We're back. Allen under heat. Incomplete. That's going to do it.
In my opinion, the defense we just saw this Saturday was probably one of the better ones that I've ever had to scheme up against or play against, just because they could run so well. They're big and they're physical. We've lost 3 games that we prepared to win. Went out and played very, very well early on. Didn't close out the games the way we wanted them to. And winning is a process. It's a process to get through a 4-quarter game, and we're getting there. Each week I can see gains as a head coach to get to where we need to be. We're just not in that mode yet where we can do it against a quality ranked opponent, but this week is another opportunity. Kids are excited about South Carolina's homecoming week. One of the things that amazed me, I remember when I first got done playing, as a player, obviously in high school, homecoming is a big deal, with everything from the game to the homecoming dance and the homecoming date and all that goes into it. College kind of loses that effect. I think it's always something to talk about, but it means a lot more to the fans and alumni and all that, and that's something I really preach to our kids. You're going to have a great crowd. They don't take part in a lot of the homecoming activities, but it's a big deal for the alumni, the families that are connected to the university, and really expect a live crowd out there on Saturday. Coach Spurrier, going back to, we have a common friend, Sean Eichhorst, who's the head athletic director at Nebraska, worked with Coach Spurrier back at South Carolina, and Sean's a good friend of mine, and we met a number of years ago. Coach Spurrier, I just love his personality. I love what he brings to the game, his demeanor, his charisma, whatever you want to call it. I just like the way he carries himself, and I like the way his team plays. So it's definitely a lot of respect.
Arkansas holds the series lead at 13-8. This is the last of a scheduled annual meeting between the two schools. It's number 14 South Carolina versus Arkansas.
South Carolina territory. They'll hand it to Small. Here, he's inside the 20, inside the 10. Big hole off the right side. Collins, touchdown. Arkansas. 5 out of 5. Far hash. Kick is away, and he splits the uprights. That's on you. That's no good. Yeah. Picked off. On the far side, Victor Hampton. Davis cuts it back. That'll be a quick touchdown. A one-play drive. And Mike Davis takes it to the end zone. Hunter Shaw keeps it. Nice block. On the edge, and Shaw's now inside the 10-yard. Paved the way for the first down. In the end zone, open. goes up with the... Shaw steps up. Pass caught by the Bear Bird. Shaw to the end zone. Touchdown. His second today. And stays in the game at running back. He slips out of the backfield, but Shaw going deep. Looking for Demir Bird. Has it. Touchdown. 45 yards. The 10-yard line. It is third down. Shaw. Pump fakes and will take him to the house.
Really not throwing the football much.
He's got some speed. Takes it to the end zone. Trips up at the 30, and he will get it inside the 20. And lost the football, and South Carolina has it. 53 South Carolina, 14 minutes for Arkansas. How about the pitch and catch? Touchdown. South Carolina. Here they both ran for over 100 yards. Here goes the other guy. Looking a little bit by McFadden to the end zone. Did he get in?
It's the football.
The ruling on the field is the Arkansas player fumbled the ball, went into the pylon. Therefore, it is the touchback.
Oh,
First and 10
man.
for South Carolina at the 20-yard line.
Gamecocks today, over 500 yards of total offense and hold Arkansas to under 3, and they win it 52-7.
Today is a day that you have to put in the memory bank and vow that you'll never let it happen again as a head coach, as an assistant coach, as a coordinator, as a player, second string, third string. Just unacceptable. Apologize to the homecoming crowd. Obviously, they came out, wanted a good show. I thought our guys showed up and were ready to play. And once again, we just hit with a little bit of adversity and we can't get over that speed bump. I know it's very, very frustrating for the players, the coaches, I know for fans.
I feel like, the offense, they had a rough day, but we're a team. At the end of the day, we're a team. So defense, we made bad mistakes and things of that nature. So we just got to get better as a team.
Does it seem like week to week y'all are struggling more and more instead of going the other way?
No, that's not it. It's we're in practice. We know the direction we're trying to go. Today is definitely not the direction that we know we're headed. And we got to be able to come out on Saturdays and prove it. We know that during practice we have a lot of things going right, but now it's practice. You got to bring it on Saturdays.
Is there a sense of well, here we go again when they have that interception?
100%. I addressed that, and I really wanted to make a point of emphasis, and I heard certain players talking about it. There was a little bit of, hey, they don't want to be asked if they're going to quit. That was a point. One kid was frustrated because someone said, "What do you do? Quit?" And he reacted in a manner that you'd hope he'd react in. So yeah, it's a little bit of a, I have retained a certain number of people that were on the staff last year and were support staff roles last year, and they all kind of made reference to that was something that we witnessed quite a bit last year. And I said, well, not on my guard, not on my watch. We'll hunker down. I don't think these guys will have any quit in them. A group that has a real amount of pride, and you got a better reason to get ready right now with the #1 team in the country, getting ready to go on the road after an 8-week stint. So I feel for our guys, but on the same account, until we decide to make a stand, it's going to permeate and continue to be a part of what we're doing. And all of us have to get better, starting with me. So
get excited. You playing the #1 team in the country. I know I'm excited. Just to go out there and just play another game of football.
We got the #1 team in the nation up next on our schedule. So that's something that we look forward to. That'll get everybody going for practice, to get everybody fired up. We know the direction we're trying to go, and we just keep working towards it.
Can you guys beat Alabama?
I feel like we can. I feel like we played like we did at the beginning of the year with our first 2 games. Like I said, anything is possible.
Second and goal. Play fake. McCarron just floats it out wide open. Johnston Fowler, touchdown. He follows his fullback and walks in. Touchdown, Alabama at the 40-yard line. Allen play fake, has time. Another deep toss going to the same guy. Intercepted by Clinton Dix. As he comes to the sideline, he's the 6th different guy AJ's used tonight. And now Drake runs into his own man. And he's got great speed down the sideline. Kenyon Drake is gone. Touchdown, Alabama. With 1:14 remaining and 2 timeouts left. McCarron going deep. Man out there. Got it. Amari Cooper, touchdown. Kickoff goes to the 6-yard line to Keon Hatcher. And Hatcher got a little bit of a crease, but he lost the ball. And Alabama 17. McCarron all day to throw. Crossing route. There's O.J. Howard. Touchdown. Draw play. Yeldon straight up the middle. He might get it on the ground instead of through the air. Touchdown, Alabama. Sims taking his time on the snap to Henry. Henry on the cutback. Got the corner. Big guy rumbling. Henry down the sideline. He might take it. 238 pounds and 80 yards. Touchdown.
In the preparation, we got a little jump on Auburn. Did a little bit of good on good. Got some guys healthy. Got them in a position where hopefully they can put together a good game plan this week. Excited. For the seniors, it's a very special week for them. It'll be their last game here in Razorback Stadium. Have had limited opportunity to get to know these guys, obviously just walking in December, but wouldn't trade my time with them for anything. Obviously playing a very good football team, Auburn, and what they brought to the table are playing extremely well. Another ranked opponent for us, another team that is playing very, very well, and it's easy to see they've gotten better in every game, and I'm excited about the opportunity.
But given Gus Malzahn's ties to the state and the back and forth banter between the two of you this summer, is it a little bit heightened?
I really don't know Gus. I mean, obviously, I know the history, and I might have shaken his hand on 2 different occasions. Never had a conversation with him. I know everybody kind of plays that stuff up, and now with the whole film thing too, it's going to get a little bit blown out of proportion too.
Pardon my ignorance, but what film thing?
You know what? The SEC, they'll handle it. They're just some clips that haven't, shall we say, the TV copy doesn't match the film copy.
Regarding the film exchange issue that was brought to my attention yesterday, we'll say this: we'll always operate with the utmost integrity in everything we do. If there's ever anything I don't know about that's brought to my attention, we'll deal with it in a prompt manner. The SEC office is aware of all the details on both sides, and that's all I'm going to say regarding that.
Wide receiver, number 19, Devontae Herndon. Number 18, Zach Harper. Defensive lineman, number 54, Byron Jones. Defensive lineman and team captain, number 42, Chris Smith. Offensive lineman and team captain, number 64, Travis Swanson. Fullback and team captain, number 36, Guillermo Shaw. Number 98, Robert Thomas.
Okay, thanks.
Williams on 2nd and 10, and once again a good hole. He gets to the outside, and another first down from his efforts out to midfield.
Right at the line of scrimmage. That's a 7-man front at the line of scrimmage with 2 behind.
Allen connects. The flag is down as he's able to get it. Here's Allen sprinting to the near side on 2nd and 5. Tucks it, runs it, and slides about 1.5 yards short.
There's a couple pieces of the puzzle. Ooh, Brandon Allen's limping right now.
Allen being taken off and he's replaced by the junior A.J. Derby on this 3rd down and 1.
Here they come down, tight coverage. That's smart.
And here's Derby to pass, and that was batted down and intercepted.
Another 17 yards.
And once again, an issue with the snap. Mason gets free and scores. Allen is back into the game for Arkansas. Here's Allen on 2nd and 11. That was a good throw downfield. They run it straight up the middle with Collins. And the SEC's active career leader in field goals made gets Arkansas on the board. So an onside kick in a 7-3 game in the 2nd quarter. Mason lined up behind the fullback Jake Brush, and he easily goes in again for his 2nd touchdown of the night, trailing by 11.
Inside run with Collins, and here goes Alex Collins, stiff-arming his way down to the 22. Only bring 4. Allen over the middle, and it'll be first and goal. Razorbacks. Keon Hatcher with the reception. 4th and goal. Williams. Not a chance. It was Mitchell again. And here's Jeremy Johnson all of a sudden into the game, and as he did last week, comes right in and passes the ball with success. They do it well. 2nd and goal. Just like that. Trey Mason throwing the ball. Remember, he hurt his right throwing shoulder in the win against Florida Atlantic. 37, he's going to launch it downfield. And who comes up with it but Sammy Coates, who leads the nation in yards per reception, and you can add more to that. Brandon Allen. And that was well thrown to Keon Hatcher. Touchdown, Arkansas. Play action, Allen again. He wants it all to the end zone. There's a lot of contact, and 2 more flags come in. Will they snap here? Yes, they do. Little trick play here, and they get the first down out of it. It'll be first and goal, Arkansas.
You know what he did? He just out-Malzahn Malzahn.
And they go with the fullback right to the end zone. Piero Small. A name that belies him in every way as he's been big for this program. Here's Nick Marshall. And Marshall goes right around the would-be tackle. He fumbles the ball. Arkansas may have this. No, Auburn comes up with it. Ray Mason on 3rd and 9. Diving for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. You know, it's been a little heated between these coaching staffs. And Bielema's had a few issues with Auburn. And there was a little finger pointing earlier tonight from Bielema's side as he makes the walkout to congratulate Coach Malzahn.
Not a lot
on the wrong side of a 35-17 night. Auburn's 11th in the country. They are 8-1. Arkansas has lost 6 straight.
I know our guys invested a lot in the last couple of weeks. I can't argue with the way they prepare, their effort, their attitude. Obviously, the 4th quarter there to get a resurgence and have every faith and belief that they're going to get it done. But just we're not good enough at this point to get past that hump. I think critically, turnovers are, again, a big part of it. Coming away 2 chances in the red zone with 0 points. You're never going to beat a quality opponent or a ranked opponent with that. Try to be opportunistic. I know that where we're at as a program right now, we got to try to create some first downs and some bonus possessions. And we're 50-50 on that stuff. But we're learning how to run the football better. We're learning how to do certain things in the passing game. And it's not what anybody wants to hear. It's baby steps. I'd much rather be sprinting, but right now we're walking.
I mean, do you feel that way afterward, that this one got away?
Yeah, I mean, you can feel like that. You can. I don't want to necessarily point fingers and, if we did this different or that different, but I think what you got to do is just take this loss to heart and wipe the slate tomorrow and start at Ole Miss.
Disappointing on senior night, obviously.
Yeah, it is disappointing, but just playing another game with these guys, that's what you do it for. Just being, I know we lost and things of that nature, but just going out there and just playing with them, man, that's all that matters.
It was fun for me, emotional. I think for a lot of us seniors. The last time that we get to play in the stadium when there's been so much work and just so much dedication and everything that you put into it. It's my 5th year being here, so the stadium and this program, this state mean a lot to me.
Going into these last few games, knowing that your hopes for a bowl kind of rides on this, what's the mindset for these games?
We got to win. Got to find a way to win. We can't hurt ourselves. First, we can't beat ourselves. Then we got to find a way to win the games.
Everybody just kind of just anxious to get a win, but I mean it's all up to us. These next 3 games, we just gotta win.
Just take each week at a time. That's the only thing you can do. If you look too far in advance, then the present will pass you by.
Ole Miss, obviously a good football team that's played very, very well during the course of the year, and a tremendous challenge for us. There's some carryover from some of our other opponents, but they're also a unique brand of offense in themselves. And then defensively, depends on the health of some of their players, but a really good unit up front as well.
The quarterback always gets the lion's share of the credit. Do you feel like at this point you have to maybe deflect some of the criticism on Brandon and try to spread it out?
The only criticism probably is coming from a fan base and the media. There's no criticism coming from the coaches. We see what he goes through. We know what he's dealing with. In my opinion, he's probably shown me as much, to assure me that he's for sure the best player for the job right now. Any criticism he gets is just people that don't have knowledge. Just his personality, his bravado, and to see a kid have that kind of cut on Saturday and to come back, and then you couple that with a shoulder injury that he had. Obviously, AJ came in and had his struggles, So, again, to walk onto campus last year and to have, 2 scholarship quarterbacks and be in a position we're in, it's just another sign of us trying to get stronger.
The message you're kind of pushing this week is you guys are teetering on that edge now of possibly not being eligible for a bowl. How are you keeping them up?
Well, I didn't really play to that. I haven't talked about bowls or anything like that. I think the mission is still just to try to improve weekly. For us, where we're at right now as a program, we're trying to get better every week, trying to get younger players to be better, trying to get our better players to play their best ball. Did some really good things, guys. Battled a 4-quarter game, but we have to eradicate, we have to negate and take out of our program the things that have caused us to lose. And in my opinion, offensively, there's 3 things. It was obviously hanging on to the football, being able to score in the red zone, and being able to stay on the field with 3rd down. On defense, the 2 biggest things that I have a concern with big time is just giving up big pass plays, giving them free yardage that we have to make them earn themselves down the field, and being able to get off field on 3rd down. Those are some concerning things.
They got to win these last 2 to go to a bowl game. What kind of motivation do you think they'll be playing with Saturday?
Well, it's a tremendous amount of motivation. Every coach is going to have a different tactic going into every game. Ours is, last chance for us to play in Arkansas, give our chance for our seniors to go out and win in front of their families. I think that there's a very interesting perspective of being a coach. It's my profession. It's my livelihood. It's what I'm chose to do, and I love every minute of it. I could have easily stayed right where I was at and stayed comfortable as a man. I think the more you get outside of your comfort zone and then have success, the more you grow. And that's, believe me, I didn't want to be 3-7 or anywhere close to that. And I don't blame fans. I don't blame media. You got to ask the questions. I don't. It's easy for me not to get pissed. If I get pissed, you'll know it. I doubt I'll rarely do that to this room just because there's no need for it. I mean, it doesn't help you in any way. But I just rather just do my business. I don't know if it's called keeping your blinders on or whatever. It really hasn't been negative to me. Gave our guys a little bit of time over the weekend. Gave them Saturday off. Came in yesterday. Got a nice jump on Mississippi State. Obviously saw the game Saturday night. This weekend being our last home game, going to Little Rock for the 2nd time. I have a lot of players from the state that this means a lot to them, especially the ordeal they've been through the last couple of years. It's a team that I think is improved over the last several games. They've begun to buy into what we're doing and more, and hopefully it's going to come through in a big way on Saturday. It's all about pride. It's about what you're willing to do to sacrifice to change the results of what you've been doing.
I won't deny it, I'm a straight rider.
fires into Mississippi State territory and knocked out of bounds inside the 35. Snap's good, hold is good. This is a bullet of a kick.
He may have been good from 60.
Goodness gracious.
They can shorten the game, take possessions away, run the football. Be a tough game.
Wide open is Lewis. So be from 24 yards out. Bell, as he splits the upright. Couple of fakes over the middle. Wide open is Perkins. He's at the 10. Dives. Touchdown. Ladarius Perkins laying out for his club. Milt lost the football. Arkansas has it down at the 2. It's blocked at the line of scrimmage. And picked up by Arkansas. Jonathan Williams in a tailback on a fresh set of downs for the Hogs. They'll come a little end around. The near side. Julian Horton. He's to the 5. Reaches for the goal line. Give him 6. Out of the shotgun. Russell throws to the end zone. Touchdown. Jamian Lewis. That means the true freshman Damian Williams getting the ball, and he will take the pitch, and he will get down to the 10, to the 5. Then again, touchdown, Bulldogs. Allen throws, picked off. Calhoun will be dropped at the 35, and that, my friends, is the ball game.
Thought our guys did a lot of really good things to put us in a position, get into overtime, and obviously the first play on defense, just a little quarterback follow. Very disappointing. We do so many good things and then just do enough plays here and there to take away from what we're trying to get done. You know, these guys have been through obviously a lot. Our seniors put a lot into that game, invested a lot. I expect them to do the same thing. We got a short week. It's a trophy game. We won the first one of the year for us, and obviously no chance or anything for postseason play. So this will be our opportunity to send those seniors off in the right way and build for something that we continue in the future. No, I not surprised. I'm frustrated, yeah, but you know, there's I had no idea, you know, the growth that we were going to have to take to get to where we need to be, and it's just unfortunately taking longer than we want. All of you want, all of my coaches, all of our players, all of our fans. The good thing is I do think we're moving forward. Today was no exception to that. I know we wanted to win today, but we've never made ourselves to get into overtime, so it's a positive step in the right direction. But obviously the finish, it's like we got to keep running this race that has several hurdles in it, and as soon as we clear one hurdle, we got to go back to the beginning.
Pretty disappointing. Wanted to win that game real bad, and just didn't come out with it.
Yeah, it's tough. It's real tough, especially for these seniors in their last home game. You know, we wanted to win it for them, wanted to do a lot of good things for them. You know, I thought we fought pretty hard, pretty much the whole game, and just weren't able to come out with it at the end.
I mean, me being included as a senior, it's not a good feeling, but I'm gonna keep on working and get ready for LSU next week, and just keep on grinding tomorrow and get ready for this upcoming week and practice hard and be motivated and be prideful about the rest of the season.
To play a trophy game, the first one of the year, first one for me here. It was kind of a staple in our last place where we played a couple trophy games every year, and it's kind of ironic that the way it worked out this year, that obviously with this being our last game and not having an opportunity to go to postseason play to play for the Golden Boot, the history. Since 1901, these teams have been playing, gave our guys a little bit of history lesson. I'm going to try to give them a little bit more each day on what it means and hopefully have a bigger impact on the game. We got 6 days together. We got 6 days that this room is going to be the exact same that it is right now. After that, the seniors will leave us. You never know what happens within a year, so let's embrace these 6 days, have fun with it, try to make the most of a very difficult situation and be something that you can remember for a lifetime.
Quick pitch, one of their favorite plays to McGee. Terrence McGee, touchdown. He faked the option and is wide open across the middle. Keon Hatcher. Russell down at the 35-yard line. Back into the game. Direct snap, right to him. Stopped at the 1-yard line. Oh, they say he got in. play fake to him. Now Allen looking long. He finds
A lot of NFL scouts are looking to Zach Mettenberger because of how he's been coached by Cameron.
Again, under duress, ball is loose. Arkansas says they have it. And Hawker puts it through.
It could have been that last play.
Well, he and Beckham just own the football when it's in the air. Jeremy Hill, downhill, all the way for a touchdown.
Got him.
Looks for and finds his tight end Henry. Touchdown Arkansas. Again the play fake. Henry running the post. Pass is underthrown, but he made the adjustment. What a catch! What a remarkable catch by Landry. LSU's last one available to them. Jennings looking for Durrell. He's wide open. Touchdown. Traven Durrell on 3rd and short. Allen under pressure. Loses it. Does LSU have it? It appears as though they may. They do. As the Tigers win it, 31-20.
Played a good football team today, but again, something raises up at the end that causes us ultimately to lose the game. But a lot of positives, a lot of good playing, a lot of good competing, enough positives that I'd be very, very shocked if the story of the 2014 season isn't anything but a positive. The only thing I ask them to do is take what you learned today here and take it home with you. Don't leave it here. If we leave it here in Baton Rouge, we'll never overcome where we're at right now, and I think our guys will. We're going to get there. I mean, I feel terrible for Razorback fans that bleed as much as our players and coaches and everybody, but it's going to make the victories and the future that much sweeter.